Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some amazing insights on how to tell if a US dollar bill is real or fake without using any counterfeit detection tools. I'm going to show you on how to check for unique features on these dollar bills, starting from the $1 right up to the $100 bill. If I happen to leave out any features, please add them into the comment section so that I can edit the video if needed. So stay tuned, click like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Watch out for some amazing tips on how to check for counterfeit notes and save yourself from these fraudsters. The $100 bill is an exciting and amazing feature that will shock you, so stay tuned for more. I'll start with the $1 bill and the $2 bills, which do not have so many secret features since these are the lowest value notes. So I'm going to quickly show you now how to tell if these are real or fake. So to start with, we're going to start with the $1 and the $2 bills. These two bills have only two features. The first feature being the paper fill. The paper fill is very different from any other paper. It has a rough texture. Moving on to the second feature, it has raised ink, which we can find here if you rub the blazer or these dark edges. It is done by what you call raised printing or ignalio printing. We're now moving on to the $5 bill. Okay, moving on to the $5 notes, we're gonna start with the raised ink feature. If you check around Lincoln's blazer, if you rub it here, there's a rough fill which we call the raised ink. Moving on to the second feature, if you check around here, there's a watermark which features the digit 5 signalizing the $5 note. But if you cannot see it on the camera, you need the real note. Also moving into another feature, we have what you call the fine print in gold here, written 05. Then the other feature that we have, if you check around the edges of the money, it's written $5 in words. Also, we have another feature what you call the secret thread, which is written 5 USA. That's all for the $5 note. Cool. Moving on to the $10 note. As found in all the notes, it is the raised ink, which gives you a rough feel. Then we have another feature here where it's written $10. If you put on this to light, it can turn from gold to greenish. Also, we have this feature which we also saw on the $5 note, the fine gold print here, written 10. We also have the secret thread on the right side of Mr. Hamilton, written 10 USA. Then if we check on this Liberty sign, it can change into sparkles when raised up to light. If you check to the far right of our note here, and you raise this note to light, you can see a watermark of Mr. Hamilton's face. If the money has a watermark, it should match the face here and the face on the watermark. Cool. We're now moving on to the $20 note. First feature which is found on all the notes is the raised ink here. Then on the $20 note, the secret thread is on the left, opposed to the other notes. Then if you move to the far right, where it's written 20, it can also change from gold to green. Then we also have the fine print of the $20. Here is written on the back of the note, opposed to the other notes. Then we also have the watermark of the portrait of Mr. Jackson. Moving on to the $50 note, the first and common feature is the rough view on the blazer, which we call the raised ink. Then this can also shift color from gold to copper green. Moving on to the back side of the money, we have the fine gold print on the left, and on the right is opposed to the other notes with the $50. Then also we have the secret thread here, and finally we have the portrait of Mr. Grant matching the big portrait as a watermark. And lastly, moving on to the $100 note, firstly we have our common feature, which is the raised ink. Then here we have what we call the Liberty bill, same as this 100 here. It can turn from green to gold as you shift it onto the light. Then we have the other common feature, which is here, the watermark of the portrait of Mr. Franklin. Then we also have the other common feature, which is this gold fine print with the hundreds. Then on the $100 note, the secret thread is on the left. Then we have this other feature, which we call the secret thread, which is on the right. And finally, we've now come to the feature that we've all been waiting for, which is the final feature, which we call the blue security strip pocket. If we check here on the $100 note, there's a pocket here where we can put on this money clip or this paper clip, and it's supposed to go through the money. It is the final and easiest way which we can use to check for the authenticity of our $100 note. We've come to the end of our amazing video. Thank you so much for sparing your wonderful time to watch my video. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much. See you later.